Hey, TikTok, you guys. So I wanted to come on here and speak to you about what the Lord wanted me to give you guys. For those that have ears to hear and eyes to see, this is for you guys. The Lord showed me in a dream that I was on the phone with someone and they called and told me that there was no food at a grocery store. And I said, I was freaked out because I'm like, how is there no food? Because I just left there and there was food. And they said there's no food in the store. This was going store to store, no food in the store, in the stores. This happened in the blink of an eye because I had just left that store and there was food. And now they're saying there's no food. So as this was taking place, and I was literally flabbergasted, and the Lord said it over and over and over to me that there was no food in these grocery stores. He said it's nationwide. This will be nationwide. That there is a famine on the land, not a famine of the word of God. We already know there's no word of God in these churches. I'm talking about a famine of food. While this is taking place, the Lord is showing me, I look around, there is a whirlwind on the ground. There's a whirlwind, a lot of heavy wind going on in this whirlwind spinning around. Now, it was middle ways. It wasn't full capacity of a whirlwind, but it was middle ways. Not halfway, but middle ways. And it was going fast, very fast. So fast, I mean, God was allowing me to see the wind. The Lord was showing me as well in this dream that the water had dried up. I saw it. I looked over. People were trying to repair the water. They were trying to repair the water, but the water had dried up. Water wells. The Lord also showed me it was a lady in distress because they were trying to take her EBT food stamps, and they were trying to take her. They were trying to take her food stamps. They were on it, just steady trying to take her food stamps. Which the Lord has. I've spoken before that there's not going to be any more EBT. And for those of you guys who are like, oh well, this and that, they're taking jobs. So it's a lot of people right now that need EBT because more jobs are going to close down. More jobs are closing down. We're up to 69% closure of businesses and restaurants and all these things that are closing down. And so the Lord has showed me a while back how from the 70s, the food stamps on the booklet, they were going to dwindle down, but now they're going to take them. So this had brought a lot of distress, which this is going to cause a lot of people to break into houses and do whatever they got to do to feed their children. There is a famine now on the land. And I want to let you know that not only was this for the middle class and the poor, but this was also for the rich, because on the other side of the dream, the Lord showed me that he was taking the plate away from the rich. The food was the Mexican food, and he was taking the food away from the rich and the wealthy, the plate away from them. So everyone's going to be affected in this famine. It is worldwide. I'm telling you guys, I'm warning you guys today that if you one of those people and you're like, well, I got my deep freezers full, we got food in our cupboard, we have 10, 20 cases of water. I'm letting you know now that that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be a 3 or 4 month famine. You need to learn how to can food. Canned food lasts, you can can meat, soups, whatever, beans. Uh, you can can it and it lasts 5 years, longer than that in a jar. You need to learn to do a garden, which we are going to have water issues. But what I'm telling you is that now is the time to get started. There's no more waiting, and if you're trying to see if someone's gonna, it's gonna get worse, now is the time to start because it takes time to do these things. to do the food and all the things that it takes to store up food and things like that, because we're going to see this year inflation skyrocket. We're going to see it. We're already seeing the shrinkflation of things now getting smaller, and we're paying more for it. We're already seeing that. It's going this year. The Lord said this year is when we're going to see the word. It's going to be real bad this year. So I pray that you won't let the distractions of life continue to keep distracting you, because I get distracted too, and the Lord has to bring me back. Lord, you got to do this and you got to do that. So if the Lord put on your heart to get baby milk or baby food, get it, because there are so many people right now that don't have. Even in the churches that don't have, on the streets that don't have. God is setting people up where they're going to have to help other people. So I'm just warning you guys today that now is the time to begin to prepare for this famine that's on the land, as we see what's going on with Trump and China and all these places. We're not going to have supplies. They're going to stop giving the supplies. If you talk to some people, because where I'm at, we're already seeing it in our grocery stores. Empty pockets in the stores, items that are gone. They're trying to make it look full in our Kroger's in the fruit and vegetable area, but yet they're putting meat over there. The fruit is not real fruit. And I bought oranges the other day. They had no seeds. They were discolored on the outside. So they've been trying to make it look like we have food for a long time. We've been without for a long time. So I'm just letting you guys know. I made a video on Facebook, and the Lord reminded me tonight that I got to come over here on TikTok, let you guys know. I'm warning you guys about what is happening. You need to learn how to can. You need to get soaps. These Prophet Celestial said that, and she's right. I was watching a video about people in other countries that are suffering right now, and they've broken out with diseases because they don't have soaps. They have holes in their faces, dry spots. They have nothing to moisturize with. So I'm just telling you things that, that can help you, that we need to get. You can go to Dollar Tree, and they have milk, pantry milk for $1.25. Those milks last 6 to 5 years. So you can get those. I'm just warning you guys, don't be distracted by what's going on, what's with your job and bills and things like this. Because as the Lord was showing me in this dream, the stores are going to close down like it's going to be like a thief in the night. They're going to close down just like that. And it's going to be that store closed, Whole Foods closed, Kroger's closed. They're not going to have the food. I'm telling you that now. They're not going to have the food. I spoke that before, that the Whole Foods were going to close because they're not going to have the food. So this is going to happen in a blink of an eye. And I pray that you guys will be prepared. I see a lot of people preparing with material things and Christmas things, but you're not prepared for the long haul. You can't eat the PS5s and the PS4s when the internet goes down, when the electricity is gone, when the gas price goes up, and then we don't have any gas. So all these things need to be taken consideration, because this is where we are. You need to think about how you're going to survive. I'm just saying. But you can't eat a PS5. You can't eat the new perfumes and the new bags, Chanel bags, and all these things that you're getting, because there's a famine on the land. And so you need to prepare for the long haul. So I'm just warning you guys today not to continue to be distracted. Focus and pay attention and prepare now. Learn how to can. Learn how to make your own medicines. Learn these things, because we're going backwards. And we're not going to be able to go into the grocery stores and have this. You think I'm going to go and kill a deer and all that? They're shooting up the deers, the chickens, and all these things. Fishes are dying everywhere. It's time to prepare. God bless you guys.